Good morning, good morning, good morning. Carol Davis here with a spot of sunshine just for you. A magical spot of sunshine to brighten your day, take you out of the darkness. So what do you guys think? Got my hair all cut off really short because next week I'm having a shoulder replacement and I don't want to have to deal with my hair. And next week, before the surgery for a whole week, I'll be in quarantine after the COVID shot. So this is the new me. So I like to read every day a children's book to you grown-ups because I think they're very light, easy to read, but profound about lessons in life that I need to learn, and so maybe other grown-ups need to learn them as well. So here we go for today about Zoey. Zoey the zebra. See, he's not happy with who he is and where he is and blah, blah, blah. So how many identify with that, right? So Mrs. Libra lived in a zoo with Zoey, her daughter, who was just over 2. Oh, Zoey's a girl. Sorry about that. And at just over 2, Zoey wanted more lines so she could change her facial design. See? Now, do we know about that, right? See? Zoey, she didn't want she wanted to change her face. Oh, I know a lot of women like that. Sorry. So, she tried to move the stripes on her face. But when she was done, they were still in the same place. How do I move my black stripes around? She wondered aloud as she sat on the ground. See, not happy with... we people are the only species God ever made that are dissatisfied with his handiwork. What do you think about that? We're always trying to change what God gave us. Then, anyway, back to the book. Sorry, I digress. Then came the day when she heaved a big sigh and crawled under a fence which she thought was quite high. "Where are you going?" Mrs. Libra called out. "You're sure to get lost as you're roaming about." "I'm looking for stripes to put on my face, and I think they might be in some faraway place. 'Cause I've looked in the bushes, and I've looked all around, and I haven't found even one stripe on the ground. I've also tried looking in beautiful trees, but all I found were some striped honeybees." So Mrs. Libra snuck out of the zoo to go with her daughter, who was just over 2. Her mom wasn't sure if black stripes could grow, but to tell you the truth, she just did not know. So they went into town and walked into a store, but the stripes they found were black stripes on the floor. Next, they went to a store that sold stringy black candy, and were given this candy, which they thought was just dandy. But when she stuck the candy next to her nose, it fell on the ground, landing near a red rose. I think those were licorice sticks. When she saw a striped scarf she could tie on her head, she thought this could fall off while I sleep in my bed. Next, they went to a store that sold all kinds of paint, but the smell of the paint almost made Zoey faint. So they left the paint store and sat under a tree, and dear Zoey looked at the stripe on her knee. She rubbed that black stripe, but it just stayed right there. And as hard as she rubbed, it would not disappear. If I can't change the stripes on my body or face, maybe, just maybe, they're in the right place. As they sat together under the tree, the mom looked at Zoey and said with great glee, "The stripes that you have are in the right place, including the ones you have on your face. You need to be happy with the way that you look, and it's not what you see in some kind of book, since nothing else was left to do." Mrs. Libra and Zoey returned to the zoo. Zoey had learned a great lesson that day, as she and her mom had gone on their way. Zoey had learned to be proud of her lines, which are only a small part of nature's designs. So see, a lot of people go through that. I even went through that for a while, like, oh, I want to change this, I want to change that, get rid of the lines, get rid of the freckles. But I'm glad I did nothing, because in the end, I want to be satisfied with who I am. Just the way God made me. I never see robins trying to be blue jays or dogs trying to be cats. So I think I just want to be happy with the way God made me. So many people trying to change the way they look, but not just the way they look, but to stop aging. So I live in a place where we have a lot of people who want to stop aging, and they just stop being real people. They're like frozen. They can't even say hi. They're like frozen, and they're like, hi. No. Thousands and thousands of dollars to be somebody else. So I am so grateful I get to be me, and I just get to work on me from the inside out. Because I've seen some people, I watched people that I really, really loved because of their personalities. But when I took their personality away and just looked at them, they weren't that beautiful on the outside. But whenever time they opened their mouth, they were so beautiful. I just loved them. And that's what cinched it for me. Is that, what's today, Thursday? So tomorrow, I'm going to read Miranda the Panda. Miranda the Panda. This is also, these are by my friend Ruthie Darling. She just writes wonderful children's books. And what's Miranda the Panda? She thought she didn't have enough exciting stuff to do. She was also from the zoo, but she just was looking for something else. And that's kind of like a zebra, Zoey want to look different, and Miranda wants to be different and be somewhere else. It's the grass is greener on the other side of the fence syndrome. Well, if it is, it's because they water it more. And we've heard that, right? I think we all suffer from that from time to time, not being happy with just the way God made us, or the universe, or the way we were born. And maybe you don't believe in God. That's okay. We are what we are. So let's just make the best of it and have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for being here today. See you tomorrow, 10 a.m.